Hey guys, welcome back. How's everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing amazing. Ever since the year started, I've been working on turning the side of my home into my dream vegetable garden, and I feel like every day I'm just closer and closer to that dream. The reason why I'm working so hard on my vegetable garden is because I want to be able to grow my own food this year and eat from my garden as much as possible, and I'm happy to say I've already accomplished some of that because we were able to harvest 2 summer squashes, 1 zucchini, and 1 carrot. The reason why it's only 1 carrot is because they're not ready yet, but I was just so excited to see what they look like. I couldn't wait, so I pulled one out. It was a very long skinny carrot, but delicious nonetheless. They still have a few more weeks, but I'm so excited. The garden beds that I have at the moment are kind of on the smaller size, and I don't know why I didn't realize this, but zucchini plants grow really big, and I think that I knew it, but I didn't realize it until I actually saw how big my plant was. And I planted 4 zucchini plants in my little garden beds along with like 3 pepper plants, and it's just not working out. I want to desperately move my plants around to give them more space to grow. The more space that they have to grow, the more fruit that they will provide. So I want to go ahead and move some things around. Every time I envision my dream vegetable garden, I've always imagined it with an arched trellis at the entrance of it, with squash, zucchini, tomatoes growing on it. And I am so happy because today we're going to do exactly that. Vego Garden reached out to me and they wanted to send over some garden beds and an arched trellis for me to use in my vegetable garden, along with some irrigation systems. So I'm so excited to show you guys how I build these garden beds, how I set up the trellis, and also filling up the garden beds and putting all the vegetables that I'm going to grow this season. I couldn't wait, so I actually went ahead and already built one of the garden beds just because I wanted to see how it would look in the space, and I'm just so happy. It's so much bigger than what I have at the moment, so I know I'm going to be able to fit all the vegetables that I want to fit in there, and just going to grow so beautifully. And then also, one of my favorite things about Vego Garden is their coloring schemes. Like, the colors that they have for their products are truly so beautiful. My plantain right over here, that green color, it's absolutely gorgeous. And then the color that I got the garden beds in, it's a terracotta color. Absolutely love this color. This looks so beautiful. I definitely wanted to add a pop of color to my garden, and I think this just looks so beautiful. This is the garden bed. It is taller than the ones that I have, and it's also way longer. These are the ones that I have, and you can see they're shorter and they're smaller, and honestly, like, there's no space in these, so I'm so excited for these. This is one of them. So basically, I'm gonna go ahead and put the other one on this side with the arch trellis right in the middle going towards my garden. So I do have to build the second garden bed, which came in this box right here. Yesterday I was actually building my chicken coop, and after building that chicken coop, because it was so many steps, this was such a treat. I was like, wow, I was just so grateful because this was like the easiest thing to build. After building that yesterday, I was like, this is what I needed. So when you open the box, you're gonna have one of these bags, and then this bag has all the screws, and then it also has the little plastic thing that goes on top of the garden bed so you don't like scratch yourself or anything. And then it has a manual. Cool thing about this garden bed is that you can actually make like a bunch of different forms with it. You can make it wider, skinnier, shorter. So there's a lot of things that you can do with this garden bed, and it shows you right here. So if you want to make it long and skinny, or if you want to make it shorter and thicker, that's what you would do. I wanted mine to be longer and skinnier because I'm going to be doing the arch trellis. The rest of the box is just the pieces. So this is how they come. This is the end pieces, and then these are the straight pieces. So the first step that you're going to do to build the garden beds is to take the plastic film that they have on them, like this. So you just take it off, and it has one in the front, and then it also has one in the back that you want to go ahead and take out as well. Once you go ahead and take off the film off of each individual panel, it's time to screw them together. You want to go ahead and overlap them so that you can see both, like, the holes, and then the screw is going to be in the front. So this is what you see in the front, and then you just want to loosely screw it. You don't want to do it too tight. Once you put all of them on, then you can go ahead and tighten it. The kit actually comes with this little wrench thing, and you are able to go with each individual one and make them really tight. To finish off the garden beds is to add this cover onto the edge of the whole garden bed. Just push it down like that. And I actually love that they did it in brown instead of black. I think it looks very nice against the color of the garden bed. All right, and this is what the garden bed looks like all finished. This is what the box for the arch trellis looks like. Right over here, I kind of went ahead and spread it out, and I've been reading the manual right here, which also is not that long, so I'm excited about that. Basically, you're going to attach these to the garden beds on holes 2 and 5, if I'm not mistaken, and then you're gonna put a pole through this. So for the top one, you're just gonna put it in the second hole right there and screw on the back. And then I actually went ahead and installed all the bottom ones already. These bottom ones are the ones that have the hole on the side. To finish this step off, once you have tightly screwed everything, you're gonna put these little caps on like that. That looks so much better, and they're so cute. They all say Vego Garden. The last thing that's left is adding these pieces right here where the plants are going to crawl up the trellis. So on one side the screw goes in, and then this thing goes at the other end of the hole like this, and then you just screw this on, and that is pretty much it. I am adding it first to where the two poles meet, so I'm adding one here, I'm gonna add one here. Good morning, guys. It is actually the next day. We ended up finishing the arch trellis last night at around 8 o'clock, and I was just really tired. I was not going to fill them last night, and it was also dark outside, so I wanted to wait till this morning to fill up the garden beds and plant my vegetables in them. And this is what the arch trellis looks like. It looks so beautiful. It honestly was not that hard to build. I just say because it had so many of these sticks, it was just a longer process, but it was a very easy one. Thankfully, I had my mom here to help me, so it went by a little bit faster putting all the little rods. I'm gonna fill these garden beds the same way I filled up my other garden beds. So there's gonna be a layer of cardboard, sticks and leaves at the bottom, and because these are a little bit taller than the ones that I have, I'm gonna make sure I make a really thick layer just so that I don't have to use so much soil. To finish off my cardboard layer, I went ahead and added the cardboard boxes that the raised garden beds came in, and also the trellis. And then this is where the hardware came, and this is actually a compostable, fully compostable bag, so I'm gonna add this in the garden bed as well. Thankfully, a few weeks ago we cut down a bunch of branches, so I have a ton of leaves and sticks that I'm going to be adding to the garden beds. This is going to be my second layer. The next layer that I'm going to do is going to be compost, and we actually have our own compost bin when we throw all of our kitchen scraps in there, so nothing goes to waste. and it's pretty full. This is what our compost bin looks like. It's literally just a trash can with holes at the bottom. I decided to give the plants a little bit of time to adjust to their new environment, so I went ahead, took a shower, and did everything I needed to get done. There's still a few plants that are a little bit sad. Mostly my squash is still, it's better than what it was. It's coming back to life. And then also my zucchini. Squash is a plant that does not really like to be transplanted, so I am hoping that they survive and they do really good. And then my tomatoes were a little bit sad, and my pepper too, but they have come right back up and they look so good. I'll give you guys a little tour. On this side I did some bell peppers. I did 2 tomatoes right there. This is a zucchini plant, and then that one is a summer squash, and this one is doing pretty good. It's a little limpy, but it should be fine. And this one is a little limpy as well, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be fine as well. And then the idea is that these will wrap around these poles and grow all along the trellis. And then on this side I have another pepper plant, and then my gorgeous huge tomato plant, which is doing so good. I really care for this plant, so I'm excited that it's doing good. And then I did this zucchini earlier today, and it's doing really good as well. Like, this one came right back up. And then this is my squash plant, which looks a little droopy, a little sad, but some leaves look good. They look fine. It's only a few leaves. And then the top up here looks so sad, but I am confident that she will come right back up. And she's already pretty big. Like, she is going up that trellis. It looks so cute. And I have another pepper plant right here. I am so excited to be growing my own food this year. It truly has been like the best decision I've ever made. I spend so much time outside, and it's just so fulfilling, so worth it. I love it so much. I cannot wait till I'm eating like things from my garden, like making soups with everything from my garden or pastas. It's gonna be so exciting. I think I'm gonna make a separate video setting up my irrigation system, so definitely stay tuned for that. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to get everything done. But yeah, thank you so much for spending the last 2 days with me. If you guys have any questions or any advice, let me know down in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will see you on my next video.